talk to you about Shane Odell. Your prolific score you had there. He recently signed, I believe, yesterday to St. Rose. So before we get into that, I want to just run down his resume just a little bit for the people who might not know who Shane Odell is. So Shane Odell this year, he averaged 27.4 points a game. He was third in Section 2 and all of Section 2 in scoring. He had over 2,000 points in his career. Also, he dropped this season alone, he had 631 points, which is second in Section 2 out of all those schools, all those players. That was accomplishment. 78% from the free throw line. Uh, he didn't shoot many from deep there, coach, but he made 19 of them. His high games were 45 this year against Kentucky. Coach, was that a school record or was that just his personal high record?
Yeah, he tied his own school record, but yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
He had 40 against Bun Hill, which is a double A or A school, but he played double A suburban. Um, yeah, 37 against Cobblestone, 37 against Heidelberg. I mean, that was a regional game you guys had. You dropped that. Heidelberg. This Unity, a very good This Unity team, man. He had 36 points. And I really like that team over there, man. This Unity, I had really high hopes for that team, and they get established under the new head coach over there, Mike Glauco. He had 34 against Boysville, solid squad there as well. 39 against Shaker, double A school. He had 31 against Lansingburg. So, Coach, talk to me about, Shane a little bit before you get to the recruitment, but just talk about him as a person, as a player, too.
I mean, his want to win and not lose is unmatched. He hates to lose. It doesn't matter what he's playing. If he's just screwing around in phys ed class, he's not trying to lose. That's the kind of kid he is. That's why we've been, so successful. That's why he's been so successful. I think one of the games that wasn't on the Times Union website, he had 41 against Norwich. Talk about a want to win and a want to succeed. He averaged 18.7 rebounds a game.
Wow.
That put him over 1,000 for his career. So when you talk about guys that, you talk about great scorers that score 1,000 points in their career, he had 1,000 rebounds in his career. So over 2,000 points, over 1,000 rebounds, and and that's effort. That's a want. Rebounding is all effort, understanding angles and effort.
So talk to me about, his uncanny way, his style of playing, man. Because it seems like when we watch him, man, it's methodical. It seems like he's constantly thinking out there. And talk about his style of play. A little different from other players that we talk about, Andre Jackson and Isaiah Knight. They're a little different. But talk about his style.
Yeah, I mean, Shane, when you watch him on the floor, you think it's in slow motion. His elbow's not above the rim. He's not, doing any crazy highlight reel dunks. He just gets the job done. Whatever you need him to bring the ball up, he'll do that. You need him to shoot, he'll do that. You need him to post up, he'll do that too. So, I mean, he's one step ahead, offensively to whoever's guarding him. He knows, just his basketball IQ is off the charts. And I think that's why it looks like he's in slow motion, because the game is slowed down for him. He's not sped up by anything. The game, he lets it come to him, and it slows it down. And having been a basketball player yourself, when you know what's going on, when you're comfortable, when everything's going right, the game just slows down. Everything's in slow motion. And that's how he's been for the last 3 years, really.
So, we're talking about he signed with St. Rose. We're talking about, how that all came about and why he chose St. Rose ultimately again.
St. Rose has been around for probably since his sophomore year. Coach Perno's been around. And then, this past summer, unfortunately, Shane got injured. So that took away a huge portion of his recruiting. And Um, he didn't play much on the EYBL circuit because of his injury. And, he even in the fall, he was asked to go to a lot of different recruiting things for schools, and he still was not, the doctors kind of shut him down until October 1. So all of September, he couldn't do anything with his ankle. So, unfortunately, he kind of lost out on the major recruiting piece of his junior year and junior summer, going into his senior year. So with that being said, he had a great year. I think he put a lot of pressure on himself to get us back to Glens Falls and to, get that sectional championship. And, schools were starting to come around when we, the further we got in sectionals and when we got to states, they were starting to come around. And even, as of last week, schools were still calling about him. And I just think that ultimately it came down to his relationship with Coach Perno, his relationship with Coach Murray, the fact that they've been on him, that they aren't, someone who's just showed up to the party. They've been around, they know him, he knows them. They have high expectations for him. He's going to get an education for free, and he's going to have an opportunity to play right away. And it's a good situation to be in. Coach Perno's got some good things going there, and he's got a pretty good recruiting class coming in too. So I know that excites Shane because he wants to win more than anything.
I bet. I mean, Shane Colonial Council MVP, and I believe it was Tom Junior's small schools MVP. Correct me if I'm wrong there, Coach. Sometimes stuff ain't updated like this.
Yeah, I can't keep track of all of them, but yeah, he was MVP of that Class B tournament. Yep.
Now, the style of play at St. Rose. Do you know anything about it? St. Rose, like maybe I could throw a rock to that gym and just that's not close to my home. But
Right.
talk to me about this style of play and how Shane feels how he fits in that system over there.
I think they get up and down, and you've been to a bunch of our games. We like to get up and down, and I think he'll the best part about Shane, I think for Coach Perno and Coach Murray is that he can do a little bit of everything. So if they need him to post up, he can go post up for him. If they need, he gets a rebound and they need him to, dribble the ball and distribute it, he can do that too. So I think they're very excited to have him sign with them. I think it was a great pickup to get a local kid like that going there, along with Keegan Zoller and the Adam Anderson, who's already there. They got a nice little Section 2 contingent there. That'll be fun to watch the next 4 years. And I know they got a 6'10" kid from Massachusetts, I believe, and a point guard out of New York City that they're really excited about. So it sounds like they've got a nice recruiting class. I know they had a young team last year with a lot of freshmen and sophomores. So it sounds like, they're building for the future, and they're looking to make a run, the next few years. So exciting, they'll definitely sell some more tickets over at St. Rose, the local guys coming in. So it's nice to, only have to go 15 minutes to try to catch a game or a practice or something.
And it's funny you mentioned, I was going to bring up Adam Anderson. Adam Anderson was a fabulous player for the Blue Streaks in Sarasota when he was playing in high school, man.
He can play.
Oh, yeah.
He can play.
So I can see him and Shane really getting a little connection there, man, and really getting that place rocking over there. Get a little fan base growing and growing and growing.
Yeah, I know Adam because I coached the B Candy team this summer, and Adam he played with Shane's middle brother Jesse, and Zach was home, so we had a team come and play against us. So it was Adam and Jesse and Zach Odell and a couple other guys. They had a pretty good squad against our B Candy team. They taught our high school kids a few things about Division II and Division III basketball, for sure.